Welcome back, folks. The altcoins are running. We are on fire in the Discord. If you're not in there, make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button with me and the XRP family. We're rolling. We're rolling. The option plays were rolling. The crypto's rolling. Everything seems to be rolling. And I'm going to share a lot of that. I'm going to talk about the XRP and the XRP price prediction that I have. But if you want to see that, let me know down below. And if you want to see some of the other ones, let me know what crypto you like. And are you up today? Are you up? If you haven't done it, hit that like button, like I said. And then get over to the right here, the membership. We are raising the prices shortly. And so you can get grandfathered in today still. And on top of that, get 50% off your first month using code MOON. But it might be automatic already. It takes it down to 25. If you haven't done it, you can also do the annual membership. Save 15%. Click that button. And there you go. But the big stuff going on now. And of course, we do have the free webinar that you can sign up with. And Moo, where you get all these great promos here. That's the second and third link down below. Now, let's talk. Let's get right into it. I shared this on the main channel. Like I said, if you're not subscribed to the Crypto Mo channel, get in here. We talk altcoins and other cryptos. Of course, it's all crypto. You can see what's going on right now. 33K up 237,000 in the last 10 weeks live on YouTube. Plus another 100,000 over at the crypto. So we're up over 300,000 made in front of everyone. No paywall, no nothing. You guys got to see it. Crypto down there, you can see I added a little bit of Solana today. I like it. You can see what's going on. We're getting, remember I took out a lot of profit when I got out. A lot of profit. And I keep DCAing back in. I'm into a almost full position. Remember I wanted to get up to a mil. So you get roughly between these three, 700,000, 800,000, 900,000, 960 or 70,000. So I still have a couple little buys to go to get there. I wanted to be there by October 1st. I'm close to that million in, and that's exactly where I wanted to look at. Now, I want to kind of come in here and show you XRP, what's going on with XRP. Oh, I like that. That's what we need on a daily. We need the daily candles to look this way. This is the minute candles right now. That's what we need for the daily. So as we get over here and we want to check that out in terms of what we're looking at, remember I gave you guys this chart. Beautiful stock mo unicorn, but it's taken forever. All right, so we had this monster pump, the consolidation phase, and that gets us to where we are right now, which is, as you can see, the declining resistance. We need to break through there. And we have that triple bottom here. And for you guys who haven't seen it, boom, boom, and boom right here. So if we can break out right here, which is 302, and our price at this current moment is 295. If we can break 302 and confirm, I think it's takeoff. And that's what I'm shooting for. Now, I don't know when we're going to get there. Could it be next week? Could it be the week after? Could it be tomorrow? Look where we were today, down at 281, and we got all the way up to 295. That's 14 cents. So if we go 14 cents from 295, that puts us at 309. That would be right here if we can get up that high. In other words, a single day could break us through, and that would be just fine with me. And we'll see. Like I said, we had a triple bottom here, which I love trading these because it tells me the support is there. It's kind of limited down to there. If you fail there, we drop. We did not fail. We bounced as expected. We were buying down there, taking our risk. And of course, the risk has now been rewarded, but we're going to see if we can continue to bounce. Once we break out of this, that's when the real profits for me start to pile up. Until then, little gains. Not a bad day, 33K today. What do we get? Let's go back and check that out. If we update this, I'm sure it's probably a little bit more, maybe. Let's see. Boom, 32. A little less. Lost a grand there. So I had, 54K on Monday. Tuesday down, I think, 11. And today up 32. So far, good week. Good week. 70-something thousand up so far. And we're going to see how we can finish this out. I know the government shut down and everything else, but right now, Ethereum giving me something to hope for. Confirmation candle tomorrow, we're good. So my XRP price prediction, I see us going up there, hitting that 301 to 302 zone. All right. And at that point, 301, 302, we're going to have some resistance. But if we can break that and confirm, obviously we're going up to 312. That was where we had a big amount of resistance. But at that point, break 312, and you're moving all the way back up to 332. The main line to break, that 330, 332 line, once you break that and confirm your all-time highs, you're going to all-time highs in my opinion. We've been waiting a very, very, very long time to get there. And so I can be patient. What we don't want to do, and I'm not going to discount that this couldn't happen, that 274 is the support level. If you fail at this 274, that's when things get ugly. Now, we're in October. I'm going to be blunt. I don't expect things to get ugly. You never know, though. But you got the spot ETS for XRP coming live. In my opinion, getting approved this month. It was my best guess. I said that since last year, since November to December. And now we're in October 2025, which I told you would be one of the biggest months that I've been waiting for a long, long time, to begin a Q4 that I think is going to be one that goes down in the record books for massive amounts of positive catalysts. What are we talking about? Well, we already had the Genius Act. Now what we're looking at, the Clarity Act. All right, we got the Clarity Act. We want to see if that thing can get approved before the end of the year. Moving forward on top of that, what else do we got? Well, the spot ETFs for XRP. Now, as they come out, and a lot of people are watching them, the idea is, how does that help us? How does the getting these XRP spot ETFs out there help us get to the next level? Well, what you get with those is a lot of money in these retirement accounts. People that don't want to own crypto, they don't want to be on the exchanges, they don't want to have cold wallets, they don't want to have all that, your keys, your crypto. They don't want to deal with any of that. They want to do what they have always done. And that is go ahead and buy a stock, knowing that that stock actually holds the crypto and does all that for you. That's what they're looking to do. You already seen the success of Bitcoin and Ethereum spot ETFs. BlackRock has shown us that. And now you got XRP coming up, Solana coming up. And I like those two to run after they go ahead and get the spot ETFs out. That's why I got two big positions, about $250,000 in those two alone. They're my higher risk, higher reward, or higher loss plays. I don't know if they're going to work out. I don't know if what I believe and my research shows me is going to happen. I think it will. I think there's a few things. What happens if BlackRock comes out and says, hey, we are going to make an XRP spot ETF application, put it in there? What happens then? What happens when you see that? Do you think XRP rips higher? I think it goes up 10% that day. That is a big, big, big piece of information if it happens. I also believe once you get the spot ETS approved, it doesn't mean that the markets are going to rip. When Bitcoin and Ethereum both got approved, over the next week, I believe, maybe 2 weeks, we actually had downward pressure. It was a sell the news event. Afterwards, though, it ripped afterwards. They both ripped afterwards because the money started flowing in. People had to sell, and the exchanges, that put downward pressure on the price. They took that money, moved the money into the ETS they wanted to get into, and then the price started to absolutely skyrocket. Am I expecting much the same for XRP and Solana? Yes, I am. I am. Sadly, I know there's going to be some days where we're seeing some red out there. Now, looking at the hour chart to give everybody a little update, beautiful. So you got a stock mode unicorn starting as we speak. So you had this rip up, double crust, sideways until we hit the 13. So it took a few hours. The RSI dipped all the way down to the 50s. We're back in the mid 60s, a little high, but okay. But look at this. If we can finish this candle out here above that right there, I am expecting more green moving into the next few hours. Beautiful hour candles. Go to the 4 hours. That's the next one. This 4 hour candle, I call this a bottle rocket. Long wick down. Up here we go. If we finish right above these two here, this is the signal I always love to see more running afterwards. Love it. That is what I watch for. Yeah, so everything's looking good so far. I hope it is for you as well. If you haven't done it, I'll say it again. Get over to the membership. We have been on fire over there. If you're in there, let me know down below if you were part of the big wins this week. One of the biggest option wins I've ever had in terms of percentage gains in just a few days. Crazy, crazy. And it was a lot of money. I had over $1,000 in there. I think it was up about 500%. Just wild, wild stuff. Yeah, and then get into and that's right here. Code Moon gets you in there. Earn a tier. Get in there before the price increase. Second link down below is the webinar. There's no cost. You can sign up. We open up the spots. Learn my 4-step framework for successful technical analysis. Take your gains to the next level, folks. And then last but not least, Moo, great promo right there. You got to use my link for this one, though. If you don't use my link, you can't get in. All right, folks, that's the update. I appreciate you stopping by. I will see you in the Discord.